So today is February 24th and it's morning, 10 a.m. So I went to the LOO and, well, I really didn't have stool pass this morning. So these people started to give me shooting needle pain in my rectum right after I was done showering. And when I came out and I saw my phone, there was a message from my family member. It's just a forwarded message on WhatsApp, you know, those jokes or some YouTube videos or whatever. But it is mentioned how to fix your holes. Now I just recorded an entire video on how they made issue about me going to the loo before, you know, before coming to the kitchen. I mean, before to have my breakfast. So, like I said, that wasn't my order. So then the entire day they started to give me shooting needle pain in my rectum. And then because I had called this pressure wash guy, he also said that, oh, we were fixing some holes. Okay. So you see how these people synchronize, like CIA guy, Robert Duncan guy says, super-interrogation, they do improbable synchronizations. So they have a way of I don't know, even blocking my poop, I guess, and somehow it's witchcraft, right? They can, and I heard that how these spirits, they mess up your internal chakras or kundalini or some kind of chakras or energies that's flowing, and it can mess up your hormones. I've heard from these black magicians. I've heard they can do all kind of stuff. Like I said, how they blocked my the throat yesterday, just to make issue about, oh, why you're saying this, probably to them or to my hubby. They wanted to make issue about something. So they gave me pain in the right side of my neck. All these are new targeting that they've started. And it lasted entire evening. But when they stopped, when immediately I attacked them through my thoughts, because they can read my mind on some computer screen, they saw that I attacked them. And that is what immediately they stopped. And the person whom I attacked was CIA guy. So to even super interrogate that, when we went out of the restaurant, they had a car pass that said MK Ultra on the license plate. And I showed it to my hubby, okay? So this is how their synchronizations and super interrogation works. Now, suddenly I'm like, why are they doing shooting needle pain in my rectum? I didn't quite realize. But then when I saw the message on WhatsApp, oh, fix your holes. So immediately the entire incident that happened when I called this pressure wash guy, and you know, the rectum thing they did entire day, and me not following my normal cycle of first having breakfast, then going to the loo, and then having shower. That's my normal cycle for many years. So not following my normal cycle, they wanted to make issue about it, or super interrogate, as they say. So they had somebody even say, oh, we were fixing the hole somewhere, so we came late because those pressure wash guys, they were late. So this is how. So initially when my family members used to send me these messages, I thought that they were in on this targeting, like street theater. But slowly, and when I tried to observe their behavior, and when I was trying to tell that a lot of the problems that's happening with you is part of this matrix simulation, or how these people are doing super interrogation and synchronization, these people were not able to understand that. And that is how I figured that, oh, the devil or the antichrist spirit, or whatever, the witchcraft spirit, is using these people, and of course even in their surroundings, to send these messages. Because see, these people plan ahead of time, okay? So when they are planning ahead of time, they already know what they want to synchronize after 2 days. Say they plan something after 2 days, okay, what they want to synchronize. So probably they wanted to block my poop somehow, and they wanted to send this message via my family members. So whoever is in touch with that family member, obviously they had to send the message to that person, then only that person will forward to my family member, and my family member will forward to me at a right time. It is like right after the day when I did not go to poop, and after I come, I come out, I shower, and whenever I check my phone is what I realize, oh, the message is sitting here for a while now. But this is how they synchronize everything. So even they are hacking, like you all know what Harari says, they hack, human beings are hackable animals. He said it. How? It is by witchcraft. So this is how they synchronize everything. Like yesterday, how I said that just to synchronize, oh, you don't go to the lake, or don't talk about the lake house that we were talking about yesterday. To synchronize that, they had somebody killed in my in-laws family, and they think it's just a normal thing, like it's a natural event. Like I said, all the fallen down that they've given to my in-laws, or my father or my father-in-law, or the accidents that were given to me and my hubby, they were induced, they were artificially induced by the synchronization and for the super interrogation purpose. So first they had, and this boy died, my mother-in-law said, about 2 days ago. So they made this boy and that his friend circle to go to some lake or some ocean or somewhere near a river or somewhere near water body, and he was drowned in that lake, ocean, or river. We are still not sure. We still have to figure that out. But then yesterday I discussed about the waterfront houses, like we were just discussing, and we also went to a park that had it was a pond. It wasn't even a lake, okay? And there were water fountains, there were geese, there were birds and all, and there were walking trails and all. So these people want to make issue, you don't go there, or you don't look at the waterfront houses. So just to make issue about that, when we came home, and I knew that the moment I will call my mother-in-law, because she called to give us this news that that boy died. So even before I called, I knew that they will have revving of the bike engine or the ambulance sirens. And sure enough, at 10:30, 11:30 p.m., it was around that time when I called my mother-in-law, because she's in India, so it's morning time over there. So immediately, revving of the bike engine started. Twice they came, they rave, and then they left. Okay, so or else how did I know they will rave? Because they wanted to synchronize and they wanted to dictate and super interrogate. Okay, that, oh, you don't talk about homes, or else you see this is what happens, the person gets killed like this. And because it was done see, if the raving wouldn't have done, then I wouldn't have connected the dots here that the boy that died has anything to do with me speaking about the lakefront house. But because the raving happened, now they are actually synchronizing for dictation purpose that they have been doing for so many years. And so now I know that the death was not natural. It was a planned death. And as this Almas Jacob guy just showed, that in Ralph Epperson's book, these people in their New World Order, they have already planned wars, planned famines, planned violence. So if these Illuminati people are planning war, violence, and famine, and we know that all of these can cause death, and they've already given artificial earthquakes in my city, 80 to 100 earthquakes within less than a year. If they can artificially induce that, and if the Turkey earthquake was artificially induced by these very people, okay, if they had the technology to, shake up the plates artificially here in my city, why can't they do it in anywhere else where they like? And of course, with the HARP technology, they are messing already with the environment. So anyway, so if they have all these technology and they're already killing people here and there, and people think, oh, it's natural, and when it's not natural, it's being done by these very Luciferian people. So to them to make issue about my poop and to synchronize all this, to kill somebody just for synchronization and super interrogation purpose, not a big thing for them. And I heard from one Illuminati girl, she keeps posting videos on these Illuminati's agenda. She said that these people's plan is to bring the population down to 2 billion from whatever current 8 billion is. So they've already planned to kill 6 billion people. So what do you think? These random deaths, so many random deaths that's going on in my in-laws' family, or even a lot of the planning I see that's going on like in the world, in all these wars, are even the Russia-Ukraine war is part of their agenda, the 666 agenda, Antichrist agenda. See, they are giving me twitches on the left side of the eyelid that it's our agenda. It's not natural as people think. They're even confirming right now as I'm speaking. The war between Russia and how they are escalating the war, U.S. and other countries, European countries, by helping so-called Ukraine and showing themselves to be against Russia. No, they are all on one page. They are working for the Antichrist. They are working for their Lucifer, their New World Order. And the war is just part to bring more and more financial crisis, food crisis, all kind of crisis. Who knows? From there it will start the civil war or some riots, or somehow something will start, and we'll go into this digital currency and one world currency, and all this will follow later. And so anyway, so basically all these people have planned all these things. And so to kill one person here and there, for these people, it's like a piece of cake, okay? So, or else why would they have raving of the engine? And how would I know that somebody will come and rave right when I'll go to call? Because the call was about the death of the boy. Because that's what my mother-in-law said, that, she just spoke to my hubby. And then and because I was busy in the kitchen, she couldn't speak to me, but I heard what she said. And so when I came in my bedroom to call her, I knew that they will have raving of the engine, because that is the main message that she wanted to give, the death death where? In the lake or in the river, ocean somewhere. But initially I was told lake, okay, by my father-in-law, because I spoke to him first. And we were talking about the lake house. Okay, so you see how they are synchronizing everything. So they are, all of this synchronization, super interrogation is going on. And I wanted to show you the message of my family member who just showed me, who just sent me the message about fix the holes. And these people just started to give me shooting rectum pain in my shooting needle pain in my rectum again, to make probably issue about, you didn't go to poop or somewhere. And these are the very people who block. I've seen, because when I was initially, when my lot of gang stalking was going on in 2014 or 15, when I was about to go to the police station to complain about all these lot of random cars going on, lot of random people coming to my house, lot of these gang stalking was going on. And even anywhere I go, even I used to see all these random cars. So right before that, just to stop me from going to the police station, they gave me shooting pain in my rectum, and so much so that I could not stand, I could not sleep, I could not sit, I could not turn around. It was so weird pain they gave me that I was crawling and I couldn't, I was just not able to, and I've never had this kind of experience ever. And just the night before, I just had the regular Asian food, the Asian Chinese food that we usually have. And yeah, I chew my food, so it's not like a big blob of something is going to be stuck in my rectum. So I knew it was artificially induced. I had never heard about witchcraft or black magic back then. I had no clue what was that, but I knew it is artificially induced. That is all I could understand, because I was seeing a lot of these continuous synchronizations happening with me. It's like computerish kind of that, as this inworld.net girl, she talks about, right? Computerish synchronizations, or the matrix simulation that Tanutsudan guys talk about. So I know that these people wanted to stop me from going there, so they did all this via witchcraft. And yeah, then I had to take this laxative, and it kind of worked. But this, I never had this kind of experience ever, so I knew that it was artificially induced. And I know Jehovah's Witnesses had come to my house for 2 years, and they took my handwritten name, which was very weird. And I also felt very weird, but back then I had no clue what witchcraft or black magic was. I'd never heard those terms ever in my life. But then really gradually, I figured out by learning astrology, Vedic astrology, that there's something called witchcraft and black magic, and these people require something personal of the victim to have this black magic. And of course I had a lot of break-ins going on, so it's not a big deal. They can take my underwear, or they can take my bra, or any personal items, clothing, hair, anything they can take, and they can do this witchcraft. And they might have taken, because I had a lot of break-ins in my house. Now so, and when I actually went to the police station, and I saw that of the 10 people, I actually had taken no, I went to the police station, I complained, and the police was just as sarcastic while I was little crying and all that. I had no clue what the heck was going on, and that police had no concern. He was just sarcastically smiling at me, and he was in fact saying, "Oh, people can look at you like this or like that, big deal," and he was just sarcastically smiling. He had no concern. And so I knew that the cop is in on these this agenda, or these with this group. I had no clue what Illuminati was. I had no clue what Jehovah's Witnesses were. I had no clue what there's a Freemasonic people were. I had no clue there's something called Satan, Lucifer, whom these people worship. I had no clue about anything. And then gradually I learned that the cops are in on this New World Order, Freemason, or Illuminati people, and that is why these group were telling me, they were trying to stop me from going there, because it was not going to help. And that is exactly what happened. The cop was just sarcastically smiling at me. So he knew exactly what was going on when he was sarcastically smiling and making fun of me, when in reality the actual gang stalking was going on. So this is how these people try to gaslight and do all this BS. So if they can have something artificially induced in my rectum to block something, you think they can't do it now? Of course they can, by their witchcraft. And if they can block my neck on the right side, where I have trouble looking on the right, and then for entire evening, but right when I attack them back in my thoughts in a restaurant, and then immediately they take whatever that thing was blocking in the right side of my neck, they immediately take that thing off, and then I'm able to look everywhere without any pain. What does that tell you? It's obviously it's witchcraft. It has nothing to do with directed energy weapons. It's obviously witchcraft. And these people are showing me immediate synchronizations and super-interrogations. Immediate. Doesn't take time for them to show all these synchronizations, super-interrogation. So now we know that this Pope thing and the fixing of the holes thing and all this, it was all planned. Like he said, they plan ahead of time, and the death of someone in my in-laws' family. All these are planned attacks. So now we know. And this is exactly there's a guy in Illinois, Chicago. He is a black guy, and he was telling how there's a purple rain going on in America, where these people are even started to display purple lights everywhere on the streets, if you see in many cities. And these purple lights shows their purple rain, where they are actually doing their human sacrifices right in front of our eyes. And he said, and he showed how this George Floyd's death was a human sacrifice by these Illuminati people. And he actually gave examples of many other deaths, of major deaths, or whatever deaths that have come in the news. And then he showed that there is a pattern going on, where their birth year matches the birth he was doing birth, when the person is born, when the person died, and he used to subtract, obviously. So basically the year, but basically the age with the current year. He was like showing some patterns with subtracting and adding and all that. He was showing all that. um so um so he was definitely showing a pattern. He's like, don't you guys see a pattern going on here? He's like, these people are doing human sacrifices right in front of your eyes, or right in front of our eyes. And even I made a video where they had in Wyoming or somewhere, there was a snowfall, and there was 13 car and truck piles, and then there was 31 car and truck piles. Now we know 13 is the Illuminati bloodlines, 13, okay? And the 31 is the reverse of 13. So we know that these people try to, they love to do everything in reverse, because that is what their Satan, their, not Lucifer, but Aleister Crowley has said, their Aka, Aleister Crowley, that, oh, you do everything in reverse to be great in your work, So even in the music lyrics now, these people have started to play everything backwards, in the just few words backwards at the end of the song. That is what Almas Jacob was even showing and exposing these people. So to me, that 13 and 31 car truck pile, it's very well possible it's done by these very Illuminati people. Like I said, they can hack the brains of people, and even little bit of speeding or little bit of less braking or harder braking can skid the vehicle, can do anything. Like I said, so many synchronizations of my accidents or of my hubby's accidents. How are they able to synchronize if not via witchcraft? As simple as this. The witchcraft, the spirit of chaos, like Dr. Thomas Horn said in his book Zeitgeist 225, that when President Bush invoked the spirit of chaos on his day of inauguration, 33 weeks after there was 9/11. And 33 weeks is the highest degree in the Freemasons, and they love to use number 33 in all their Illuminati movies, their songs, everywhere. So if the spirit of chaos is working to hack somebody's mind, to plan these hijacking, or to plan whatever is, they work. And I heard that these people plan 100 years in the future. And that is why somebody placed a time capsule in Denver airport that is to be opened in 100 years from now, I believe. What is this, 2000? So 2100, I don't know. It's I think it's quite into the future. It is meant to be opened, and it's not meant to be opened now. So these people plan ahead of time. And even in so many Almas Jacobs video, I see that these people, for example, I just give an example. There was an old movie of Keanu Reeves, and he's shown wearing all these virtual reality glass on his forehead, and he's wearing some kind of iWatch kind of watch, and he's wearing all these devices in his hand where he's controlling the characters. Now, back then there were not even cell phones, there were not even laptops, there were not even any of these iPads or anything. Back then there was a very old movie he showed. So if these people have already mind programming that what is coming in 20, 30, 40 years down the road, if they are showing that 40, 50 years before, and if that Illuminati girl called Chasing Dreams, that's her YouTube channel, Chasing Dreams, if she's saying that they have the technologies 50, 75 years in advance, so whatever they're showing in the movie today, that will be probably seen in 40, 50 years afterwards, after 40, 50 years. So it's quite possible that these people plan ahead of time, or they already have technology that they try to show it to the public now through their movies, because they are mind programming, and then they are showing. So if they can plan so much ahead, if they can do all these so-called improbable synchronization, so it's obviously that they are messing with people's body, people's mind. They're doing it right now, by hijacking, and people are not even realizing that Yuval Noah Harari said is something so serious that these people need to right now think about it and act upon it. Then how are you hacking people's mind? What kind of implants you have? But no, nobody wants to talk about that. Oh, there's some accident here. Oh, there's some death here, But nobody wants to talk about how it happened. And it's not natural. If there's so much synchronizations and super-interrogations going on, then obviously it's not natural. It is induced, artificially induced. Like Tanutsudan said, this is a matrix simulation going on right now. And the devil spirit is working, as even David Icke said, the archons, all these spirits, the negative entities, they work into our matrix realm and they manipulate a lot of stuff here. And like even that Montauk.net guy said, that a targeted individual like me, I have my free will, so I have my free will to talk about the lake house. But then the devil knows, he said that he can tweak the past little bit. So the devil already knew that I'm going to talk about this in my future. So he tweaked the past. So 2 days before, he had somebody killed in the lake. And then to merge everything in the synchronization, super-interrogation, and the timing purpose, the synchronization of that event, they made me speak about this lake house with my hubby, and then to make the issue about, oh, don't think about lake house if you don't know how to swim. See, you can die, you can get killed. Don't go near water bodies or whatever they wanted to make issue. And so they had the raving of the engine at night. This is the stupid BS is going on with their archonic energy, with their, and of course through me a lot of these. See, first I used to get worried so much and go into this anger mode or to this negative mode, but now it's not concerning me as much. But I'm just putting out this video just for the people to make aware that the archonic energy is being used, the Luciferian, the spirit of chaos is being used by these witchcrafters, by these Freemasonic Illuminati people. And a lot of my energy right now is going towards manifesting of these archons or negative entities or Lucifer, whoever, not Lucifer, but negative entities basically, whom they call aliens, because they need to manifest a lot of these aliens into 4D reality. And they need a lot of energy, because these entities do not have good batteries fitted in them. It's like Chinese batteries that doesn't last long. So these kind of batteries that these aliens, so-called aliens or negative entities have, they don't have enough of that. So they need energy to manifest. So the energy comes from targeting and torturing of these targeted individuals like me to make issues about my poop, my holes, my, all these stupid things that they make issue about, my neck, oh, don't speak like this or else we'll give you pain in your neck immediately, that BS. Oh, don't cook this or else we're going to put stones in your food. Okay. So yeah, that's what's going on.